Creole girl, and she's one fine dish. But she's got wings like a big crawfish. She don't do nothing but ways and okay. But when it comes to loving, she's a macho. She'll do the long song with that. She'll be the blue line. She'll be no line. The ball song. Here we go.
Of Menomonie and Dunn County. Thank you for standing up for democracy. Let's try something. Show me what democracy looks like. One more time. Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
That's right. This is what democracy looks like. This is not a block party. This is not performative. This is democracy in action. We, the people, are standing up for all the people. There are 3 actions happening here today. This is a working meeting. Action 1. We are delivering direct aid to those most in need. If you brought physical donations, food, clothing, supplies, please bring it to the tables on this side of the stage. Those are going to go to the Bridge to Hope, to Stepping Stones, to the foster closet. Also, get yourself one of these flyers. There are 6 local charities that are in desperate need right now. Our community is suffering. People in our community need help. This is how you help them. So get yourself one of these flyers and follow those links. Action 2. We are delivering a clear message. From the smallest towns to the greatest cities in America, we the people stand for all the people. We, the people, read the Constitution. That's right. Many of us took an oath in public service to uphold that Constitution, myself included. We know the promises it makes. Free speech, separation of powers, equal protection under the law, substantive due process. We expect habeas corpus, posse comitatus, and the Voting Rights Act to be upheld and respected.
Don't forget separation of church and state.
We, the people, will not allow our separate branches of government to fall under the control of one man. And we will not allow our democracy to be sold out from under us to billionaires. I'll tell you the third action a little bit later. Today we have 4 great speakers for you. These speakers are from vastly different backgrounds and life experiences. They have different beliefs, but listen to their words.
All right, everyone. Hello, my name is Soil, and I'm from a family of indigenous people and Mexican immigrants. I was born in Iowa and spent most of my formative years in a primarily white town. And I'm sure from hearing that alone, you can only imagine the years of racism and bigotry that I survived. But that is not why I'm talking today. I'm here to talk about what is currently happening in the US and what very well might end up happening here. I'm here to talk about the present and the very near future. My people are being taken from schools, churches, hospitals, and homes. And this is not an exaggeration. On January 21st, 2025, the Department of Homeland Security announced new directives that reversed limiting enforcement action in designated safe spaces such as the mentioned schools, churches, and hospitals. They said reversing these protections is good because they hinder law enforcement by creating zones where undocumented individuals could evade capture. I ask of you all today, tell me, where is the humanity in that? I believe myself that no one is illegal on stolen land. But if you truly believe that people no one is illegal on stolen land, but that's a whole other topic. If you truly believe, though, that people are here illegally, fine. You commit a crime and you get arrested. I can abide by that, and I would assume most of us can. What I cannot abide by is children being taken while they're supposed to be in a place of learning and people being ripped from pews as they are trying to pray. This is morally wrong and un-American. America was built by immigrants, my people's blood, sweat, and tears formed this nation. From the slave trade to the indigenous land stealing, we have always been here, building this country side by side with everyone else. These accounts of unethical, inhumane treatment by ICE are not far from here either. Happening in close is Hudson, where a Mexican family's father and husband was kidnapped on his way to work. And he is still in jail, even though he's a tax-paying citizen. In Chicago, on October 3rd, children were taken from their apartments and zip-tied. A 67-year-old man, Roderick Johnson, was tied outside his building in zip ties for 3 hours. These actions that are being taken by the current administration are violations of basic human rights. America is land of the free and home of the brave. What is brave in zip tying a child or an elder? Where is the bravery in pulling people out of their beds in the middle of the night? In Minneapolis, at Tequila y Birreria Las Cuatro Mipas, a family restaurant was surrounded by over 30 armed FBI, ICE members, and police officers. And I know everything that I told you is chilling. It's absolutely terrifying. But I can also tell you that at this one, there were no arrests made at this event. And do you know why that is? Over 100 people gathered outside this restaurant and simply did not allow anyone to be taken. They pulled out their phone, they formed a human shame, and they shouted, "Shame on you!" and allowed no person to be taken on this day. We are stronger together than we are apart, and this is a fact. There are more of us than there are of them. Look at everyone around you. These are the people that are going to show up for you. These are your neighbors and allies. We cannot allow members of our neighborhood, family members, and friends to be ripped from us. And just as importantly, we cannot allow this treatment of human beings to be allowed here or anywhere. We will not stand for it. Chica la migra!
I am Renee Melberg. I am pastor at First Congregational UCC here in town. And to be clear, I do not speak on behalf of or represent all of my congregation, and I do not speak on behalf of the UCC. And even as a faith leader, I do believe in the separation of church and state, as somebody shouted before. I come and I speak as a faith leader who understands Jesus to always be including and never excluding, who believes, as my shirt says, God's love is fully inclusive, where all truly means all. I come as a Jesus follower, as the term Christian has been co-opted with too many Christians doing too many things that are not Jesus-like at all.
I'm not scary. You can totally come over here. Pretty please.
Louder.
Closer to the mic?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Okay. Thank you. Hello everyone, my name is Chris, and I'm a student here studying sociology and cultural anthropology. However, I do not speak for the institution or on behalf of UW Stout. Just last week, when I was doing research for my Contemporary Native Americas class, my screen reloaded and a red notice appeared at the top of the screen stating that the federal health program for American Indian and Alaskan Natives was required to change because promoting gender ideology was inaccurate and supported the mutilization of children. A simple read of the writing would have quickly educated anyone, if was given the chance, that the notice was completely false and promoted homophobic and transphobic practices. It also pointed towards another problem, a bigger problem, censorship. We live in a country that is built on the belief that we are free to speak, to think, and to learn. But how free are we when our education is filtered and must be approved by a regime that prides itself on the superiority of the majority? As students, we are supposed to question, explore, and to think critically. But critical thought and dialogue is now treated as an act of rebellion. Our access to knowledge is being limited, and with it, we are experiencing the disappearance of constructive and intellectual dialogue in our most fundamental systems of knowledge, education. We are regurgitating, we are rehearsing the opinions of the top 1%.
Who is angry?
All of us.
Adrian, why are you angry?
Because people that I care about are having their rights stomped on.
Because people he cares about are having their rights stomped on. Who else is angry? Why are you angry? Yeah. Loud, let's hear it. Everything you care about is under attack. And then over here.
Rich people are taking all of our resources.
Rich people are taking all of our resources. There is a lot to be angry about right now. The president is turning the military against American citizens. This summer, billionaires got $1 trillion in handouts, while 22 million people are about to lose their health care. There is a lot to be angry about. The word anger comes from an old Norse word that means grief. Grief implies loss, but not just loss of something we love. And so sometimes our anger is trying to tell us that our hearts are broken. When we dig beneath our anger, we find our love. How many of you are feeling like your hearts are broken right now? In this moment, because this moment is not going to magically go away, we have to stay grounded in both our anger and our love. What's happening right now requires that we bring our whole selves, our clarity, our courage, and our hearts. And we are going to need much more than protests. We're going to need much more than voting. We're going to need power. We've been taught to believe that power is bad. But I'm here to tell you that is a lie to keep us powerless while the ruling class hoards power. Power is simply the ability to act together to shape the world around us. It's morally neutral, like a tool. Whether power is good or bad depends on how we build it and how we use it. That means that our power must be much more than about ideology. It has to be about more than politics, more than left versus right. Our power has to be about love.
Speakers, we march in celebration of the best of humanity. The regime and its supporters reveal their weakness through their fear and violence. We gain power through the bonds of community and collective action. We march in peace and joy and celebration of what our community can be, what our country can be. A few brief notes. We're going to stay on the public sidewalks. Don't enter the roadway or private property. The band and I will lead off stage, go right down the middle, and then we're going to turn left. You can follow us. The safety team is going to be guiding people along the way, so as the band comes out, line up 2 by 2 behind us. If anybody comes by to start a confrontation, take a deep breath, calm yourself, and de-escalate. You might pity them for their addiction to a culture of fear, but do not debase yourself by provoking them.
My son said no jumping on cars.
If you don't feel able to walk, you're welcome to stay here in Wilson Park and rally along the nearby sidewalks. The marchers will return to this spot. All right, ready?
Now that you say that, I thought dog fight